What's up guys, Bear Game here, back with some more AFK Journey news for June 20th, 2024, and today we have another talk with the designers, future plans and thoughts for AFK Journey, and I feel like we desperately needed this right here because, well, there's been a lot of complaints, even from myself. Some things have been good, some things have been bad, and this kind of gives me a pretty good outlook for the future of the game. One of the biggest things they're finally implementing a public test room like they have in AFK Arena so that we can test things before they actually launch and actually get some good feedback in the hands of the developers before it's already just live. So let's go over this. There's a lot of good news about upcoming seasons, number of heroes are coming out, when they're coming out, all that fun stuff. Let's get into it. Okay, so let's start off here. I've already gone through this a couple times to make sure we kind of got everything, but it's basically saying, you know, it's a month since we've launched a new season update. Throughout this period, we've been closely monitoring the feedback and suggestions. Thank you for your input. Based on the feedback, they want to share some future plans with the game. So let's jump into it. Lack of transparency regarding seasonal content. Many of you are uncertain about the upcoming game in the long run, making it challenging to plan resources, figure out when heroes are coming out. To address this, we'll explain our ideas for improving three areas: upcoming heroes, seasonal content, and pioneer server plans. So that's gonna essentially be like the PTR, so to speak, so that'll be pretty cool. Hero schedule. So number one, each season will last 4 months and feature 7 to 8 heroes depending on how they line up with the schedule, because the normal heroes will still come out every 3 weeks, so sometimes it'll be 7, sometimes it'll be 8, as well as 2 to 3 Celestial and Hypogean heroes, just like what we have right now. We should have 2 this season. The Song of Stories season will have a total of 7 heroes from all 4 factions total, meaning there's 7 total spanning those 4 factions, not 7 from each. That would be crazy. And then 2 Celestial and Hypogean faction heroes. The exact release dates of each hero will be announced in the future. After the current Raid Up banner hero ends, the Raid Up hero will go to the wish list in all hero recruitment and epic hero recruitment, which we already knew, and additionally there's a chance to get them through the S and A level stones. So if you want to hold on to S and A level stones for the future, you can do that as well. So that's something kind of cool. So seasonal content, this is a big one because I absolutely hated the grind at the beginning of the season. I still hate leveling my heroes again. I hope they get rid of the actual season leveling. I'm cool doing gear, cool doing magic charms. I don't want to re-level my heroes again and again. That just sounds like the worst gameplay possible. But it says, before each new season begins, details on info in the season will be shared through official channels. These include game content, gameplay events, and approximate timelines. Here's an overview of the upcoming Song of Strife update. So at 1.1.16, we're going to get Clan Reputation Part 2, a new hero side story, new co-op PvP event. That'll be interesting to see how that works out. A new guild mode, which is awesome. I love the guild features in this game. And a honor duel update. Whatever. And then the end of season 1, so like the last month of the season, we get again new hero side stories, new celebration event, which hopefully is a good one, new end of season mode, and a world map casual gameplay. So we'll have to see how that turns out. Not much to go off here, so I'm not going to go too much into it. I want to talk about some of these other topics, like the next one, pioneer server. Before the next season begins, we'll also be releasing pioneer servers. We would like to invite enthusiastic players like yourself to participate in this data wipe testing for the new season. So it sounds like it's not going to be like a permanent server, but it'll come and go as needed. Testers will be able to experience parts of the new season early. By understanding these core aspects in advance, the team can make adjustments based on feedback from the players, ensure the better experience will happen. Seats might be limited though, so stay tuned. So chances are content creators will most likely get in there. Those who provide community guides and stuff will probably be ones that can do it, so we get our hands on it, show you guys what it looks like at first, and then we can get hype about the changes that happen when it goes live after we give some good feedback. So that is awesome. We've definitely been needing a pioneer server, a PTR, something like that, and it looks like we're finally getting it. The content creators have been begging them constantly. You don't know how much we complain and beg the community managers to pass on feedback to the developers. Seems like some of it is actually going through, which is awesome. Astral Fair event. God, do I hate it. Increasing event frequency and not requiring timed-in logins. That pretty much covers it all right there. It's just been a complete failure in my part. Consolidated rewards for easier collection. That would be awesome because, again, basically what I do is I just log in during one of those events. I do one thing, like if it's the flip card, I play one flip card, and then I leave the event. That gives me some of the resources to go towards the event. It seems good in the future. Astral Fair and Astral Vouchers will be obtainable from daily quest rewards. Participating in Astral Fair once a day for several days will get you most of the rewards. We'll also extend the event duration, making it less time consuming, which is really, really awesome. And then more visible reward conditions. Players who only want to collect rewards won't need to play the full 15 minutes of each game. The rewards page will improve to clearly share the conditions. So yeah, that's really, really good. Okay, so this is one of the big topics I'm kind of hyped about, and I hope they implement well. Preventing burnout by reducing effort early season. As you guys know, the early season, you got to play like hours and hours a day, otherwise you're just behind. It says, we have heard your feedback regarding the intense efforts required at the beginning of the season and have carefully considered the issue. Under the current design, if you don't claim various gameplay rewards and progress your stages promptly, you will fall behind. Adding to this, many players worry about falling behind in levels might mean that they also play at a disadvantage throughout the rest of the season, which is true. In fact, baseline level system is adopted in multiple game modes throughout the season to manage the actual gaps between players' different levels. As season resonance levels increase, the disparities caused by levels will be minimized further. I just think they should do away from season resonance levels. It should just go away. Let us have these other power systems that come and go. Our levels should never change. I'm sorry. I think season resonance levels is the worst idea ever. Just horrible. For instance, if competitive modes like Supreme Arena and Supreme Dream Realm or Season Dream Realm, the impact of season resonance levels above 560 will be significantly reduced. Again, just get rid of season and level. There's no need. I know it's just to sell packs because people want to get the levels faster because that's more power. It just sucks. To ensure fairness, we plan the following. So the current season will introduce an auto progression feature in version 16, which will allow players to continue advancing stages automatically in the background while simultaneously doing other game modes. Thank you. That is a nice little caveat that I guess just let me do other things while it's AFK grinding. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Future seasons. The next season will begin mid to late September. Season AFK rewards will be calculated from the moment the server transitions and not when you log in instead. Additionally, the XP essence amount produced will be balanced in the early stages. These measures will help control the gap between players. Cool. The world chapter areas will unlock daily. The current plan is to unlock 2 areas on the first day, followed by 1 new area each day. That is amazing too, because if you push content and you buy packs, you can actually get so much further in the world by your progression and by your levels, your resonance level. So this will help keep it a little bit more even. And then it says a new max AFK progress design will be introduced for AFK season progression. This design will limit the maximum AFK XP gain per day for all players in the same district, reducing disparity caused by difference in AFK progress levels. Other AFK progress benefits, such as requiring higher level gear and stuff, will remain unaffected. So it's mainly just the experience. For example, on day X of the new season for a specific district, the maximum AFK progress will be set to 500. So even if you're on, like it shows below, at level 625, you're still only getting resources as if you were at 500. If you're below that, you're going to be at whatever level you are. If you're pushing up to a certain number though, you should be able to do that. So that's kind of cool. And then it says, beginning from the next season, all floors Endurance Trials will no longer require AFK progress to unlock, but will still unlock every single day. Those 2 features are really, really good. So I'm happy to hear that. And finally, final remarks. We value your feedback. Okay, yeah, blah, blah, blah. They're going to keep watching. So let's just talk about this. Like, the good, the bad, the ugly here. The good. More transparency. We kind of already knew what the hero schedule was going to be like. I think the big complaint is just more A-level heroes are coming out and people want S levels. Number 1. Season content, that's cool. As long as they're good events, I don't care if we even hear about them too early or not. But being that we're going to have a Pioneer server moving forward, that is huge. We'll be able to make some content on it, share it with you guys, get some feedback, pass it on to the developers, make a better game. Astral Fair still sucks that you have to log in at certain times. Like, even if they make it more readily available, no, still sucks. I don't like it. Please just make it anytime I want to go participate, I can participate. Simple as that. Burnout in season. Everything here is good, except again, I do not want to keep re-leveling my heroes every 4 months. That seems like the stupidest system I've ever seen, and it just brings me back as if I'm starting from day 1 again, and I don't want to play from day 1 again. If I want to play from day 1 again, I'll make a new account. Trust me, I make tons of accounts. I don't want my main account to constantly put back to level 1 and feel like it can't clear anything. It's just stupid. Everything else, though, I like. Everything else I do. I just have a couple complaints still, and hopefully they do get addressed in the future. But that is the talk with the designer. So hopefully you guys enjoy this one. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you guys next time.